Bro, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah. Ay. Huh. I just wanna touch the top. Baby said that she in love and she don't love the lie. Been chillin' with all the bros, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the suds is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging, right? I've been out the way and I'm good. I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can't handle it without the trusting, yeah. I can see the top, I wanna touch it, yeah, yeah. We been getting money, no discussion. I don't let the top of shorty always get the fussy, yeah. Hey, I like the cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on them. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on them. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on them, yeah. And I'm sliding, shawty like the vibe, don't want the ride to end, yeah. To the nice end, yeah, yeah. To the nice end, I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love is all the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Selling Brody couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the edge of status when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just gained a lot of love on the west side. I'm the GOAT, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like I'm Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good, and it's the best side.
Welcome back to RTTSP Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode 71. The boys are back on the attack on a Wednesday night. And you know what that means if we're giving you a Wednesday pod? It's almost like football season is back in action because away go the Saturday pods with a little bit of basketball and a little bit of baseball to talk about. Now we're back with the Wednesdays and Saturdays because football season is back into full swing, and all four of the boys are here to get chatting about it. We got Tyco.
Yeah,
we got
about damn time.
We got Luke. We got McDilly.
Yup.
Rah. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited about it. I said the Wander.
Didn't hear.
I did.
Didn't hear it either, but hey.
I didn't hear it either.
Wander,
You
Luke,
didn't
and
say
McDilly.
You didn't say
Dylan's
it.
trying to
Because
scam.
you were the only one that didn't say their name. I said their nickname, so that might be why you lost it. But I
No,
promise I said the Wander.
No one heard it but you in your own head. You
Well,
thought it
you know
never.
what, guys? We
It
have
never left.
the Wander, the man himself, the man who knows all about basketball and football and has a kid and has the brain of one of the smartest sports minds in the planet himself. Some call him Jesse, some call him the Wander, but all you need to know is he is a sports god. How's that?
Coming
I think
to
it was
the
better.
mic, right
All right. Felt like that had a little more pizzazz on it. But
So, like,
even
as
though-
much as you want to hype football up, like
We do gotta get-
You're gonna now tell the listeners that that's not what you're gonna start the podcast with.
well, I mean, it's not like, you know.
Like all that build up, and then here's
What I
some
was
baseball.
gonna say is football is the sweet treat. Football is the dessert here, okay? But we gotta eat our veggies and we gotta eat our protein first, okay?
I don't want veggies.
You got to.
I want fruit.
Then have some fruit. That's what UFC's for.
Yeah, but no greens.
Okay. So kicking it off with baseball, the first thing that I want to talk about is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. So the Angels called up a draft prospect, and that is not, a crazy thing.
No.
But they called up the draft prospect that they drafted 6 weeks ago, that they drafted in the 2023 draft. He's played 21 games in the minors. His name is Noah Schwanel. And I understand that there was a little bit of injury problems over at first base with Jared Walsh and such, but he played 6 weeks but he played 21 games, and the Angels said, God bless you, we need somebody to play first base. I think we've given you enough time. Now, here's my question, Jesse, just off the bat. Do you think this is really bad for his career that this is happening to him? Or the opposite? Okay, you think this is great. Let me hear why.
Great. For him, it's great because I would be geeked. I'd be confident as shit. I'd be like, all these guys who have been down here for a hot minute, and I'm just zooming my way to the major leagues.
You know how pissed I'd be if I was one of those guys who you're like 8-9 years in the minors and this guy played 21 games.
Bro, what about the AAA third base or first baseman?
Yeah.
There's
went
a
down.
first baseman on the AAA team who's been waiting for a call up. And they're like, yeah, no, we're taking the rookie. The
No.
rookie.
From
That guy.
that is only barely played. But you know
That guy
what?
that played 21 games of low A ball, yeah.
I'm on the opposite side where I think this is bad for his career in terms of you're not letting him develop on this. But I do want to say that I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well because I don't remember a time that somebody has had so much faith in a player in baseball. This isn't like the other sports where once you get drafted, you know, you play a couple preseason games and you're into the fucking big leagues. Baseball is most number one draft picks. Jackson Holliday, for example, the number one overall pick, tearing through AA. They just brought him up to AAA, and he'll probably won't play until next year.
Or Jason Dominguez, who like has looked like a great prospect in AAA and AA, but still
right. People are worried we brought Torque up too soon after 1 year.
We did.
But now, after we put him back down and he came back, the man has been our best power hitter on the team. So,
Kerry Carpenter will put that to contest. I think Kerry Carpenter is like neck and neck.
I will.
If they played the same amount of games, Kerry Carpenter would have more home runs.
But Torque hit.
And more hits.
I think he had 7 homers in 3 games or something like that last week. So, lately he's been heating up.
This is true.
Carpenter's had 7.
But I think if they played the same amount of time, Carpenter would be the better one right now. Better bat.
Hey, you know what's good? They're both cheap.
You know what's good? They've both been hitting homers the last like 3 or 4 games. They have like 6-7 homers combined. So
Tyler, I know you're not the biggest baseball guy, but just in terms of like an analytical mind, how do you feel about just a team doing this? 21 games, boom, you're out. You're in.
I mean, no, I have a comment. No matter how I think about it, it's fucking stupid. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. Like 21 games, bro. Like you're putting a kid out there with a bunch of adults.
Correct.
There's like no possible way this goes well.
Let's not act like he went to some big college, he's some big name. He went to FAU, okay?
Yeah, but you know, like his dad is probably shitting his fucking pants.
Hey, Mans has been walked 3 times this game.
He's been walked all 3.
He knows what his role is.
Is he like 5'6" or something? Was there like a strategy here?
He's
6'4", 220.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, they just want nothing to do with him.
He's a first base big boy.
Oh, LSU, right?
Nope, FAU.
He got drafted this year?
Yeah.
He was the number 1 pick this year, or just first round?
No, he was not the number 1 pick. He was the number 23 pick in the draft.
That's why I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why it was more surprising to everyone else.
All right, I'm gonna look up Nolan Chanel.
Yeah. Next guy that we have is Julio Rodriguez, who is setting a new major league record. He has 17 hits in his last 4 games, which is just fucking absurd. Yes. 17 hits in his last 4 games. 2 of those games went into extra innings. 2 of those games didn't. But the moral of the story is he was absolutely raking. And on top of those 4-game span, the Mariners have hit 4 homers in their 14-2 win that capped that off. They have extended their win streak to now 8 games.
Did they lose today?
I haven't checked today, but as of yesterday, it was an 8-game win streak they were on. And so Julio's breaking records. Seattle's heating up, and now if you look at the AL West, they are 1 game behind Texas. You have Houston, who's half a game behind. You literally have Seattle 71-55, Houston 72-55, Texas 72-54. It is a 1-game difference between those 3 teams right now. And Texas, at one point, was sitting pretty.
Yeah, they were looking like they were going to take a.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Is this what Seattle did last year? They waited till the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And then they just turned it up.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't lose. And that's how they ended up making the postseason. Because they weren't supposed to make the playoffs last year.
You are correct.
So they're really just doing the same thing with a better roster, with better talent. I'll tell you what. Seattle is, my World Series pick from the beginning. And all year I've been a little iffy, but starting to grow a little confidence with them. I'm starting to get a little pep in my step with these boys. Because they've been playing great baseball.
They have been.
Now let me ask you this.
Oh,
do you
boy.
think that they're going to end up passing up Houston and or Texas, or do you think they're going to choke? And by choke, I mean obviously Texas and Houston just play better baseball.
I think Texas might choke it away.
Well, I think the same. I don't know why.
Because Houston, they're feeling nice. They got their boy back. And I just feel like they're going to be able to gain some more momentum, finish the season out in first. And then we're going to have Seattle in second.
Texas in third. The Texas is starting to remind me of the Mets from last year, bro. When they were just sitting nice, and then Atlanta just was like, you're crazy. I don't know what you think this is. And right now it's Seattle, and they just didn't lose. So we'll see what happens, but there's definitely a race to first.
Bro, that's like every year, though. Every year Atlanta's like, oh, you forgot this is our division?
Well, the difference between every year and this year is Atlanta just reminded everybody from the first week, and they're currently the best team in baseball and have been all year. They just started from week 1.
But right now, Texas, Seattle, and Houston are in playoffs.
Correct.
So it could just stay the same if no one else wants to step up.
Which is crazy considering that you still have the Yankees, Orioles, Blue Jays, Rays division in that same AL.
Yeah.
So the AL East and the AL West are going to be very interesting.
The Yankees only got 60. I don't think they're catching enough steam. They don't have enough games left.
Let me drop a question.
What's up?
Is the American League like guaranteed to win the World?
I mean, if you want to be completely honest with you, no. And it's because the favorite to win the World Series since, I want to say, May was Atlanta. And they still are the favorite heavily. So that's the only blocking point. If you want my opinion, it's going to be an AL team or it's going to be the Braves. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't think anybody else is going to beat them in the NL. And if somehow they do, they won't stack up to whoever.
Diamondbacks are winning it all.
Yeah, it's not happening, buddy. You guys are falling off second half.
So
Yeah,
the only way
we've actually
the only
picked it
way
up.
you can see
You started to pick it up, but you dropped
Shut
the
the
ball.
fuck up about your goddamn personal team. So the only way that you can see an American League team winning the World Series is only if whoever plays Atlanta in the playoffs knocks Atlanta out in whatever
Correct,
round.
because yes, and then I think the AL.
Other than that, there's no other National League team that could possibly stand up against these American League dominant
Brewers
I mean,
might be
the
able.
best 4 or 5 teams in baseball, other than the Braves, are all in the American League. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
How it feels.
Yeah.
Atlanta Braves plus 290, Houston Astros plus 330. Then we have Texas Rangers plus 850, Baltimore plus 11,000, then Tampa Bay, then Seattle. Then the next team is Philadelphia plus 1,800. No thanks. I'm going to take an AL team.
So there's 1, then 5 AL, and then the Phillies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
If the Phillies play the Brewers, I think they lose.
I guess.
I don't know. I just like how they play it.
I don't know.
Problem is right now the Twins have better odds to win the World Series than the Diamondbacks, Luke, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's because they went on a little cold streak. They're heating back up at the right time of the year. They're going to keep
say the
rolling.
Twins?
Yes.
They're disrespecting the D-backs. They don't think they're going to get out.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna lie,
man,
bro.
I don't care.
would take every American League Central team and put those odds all 5 at the bottom.
The Twins
below
somehow.
all the teams that aren't even making playoffs is the 5 American League Central teams because there ain't
The
no
Twins
goddamn
have the
way.
9th best odds. to win the World Series.
Your sport is stupid.
Did
That's
you say the 9th?
The 9th. And
Just
then,
'cause
and then
they're-
after them is Milwaukee, then the Giants, then the Cubs, then the D-backs, then the Padres.
It's okay. I'm getting juicy money on the
Marlins.
D-backs.
Yeah, I'm
Good
getting
odds.
money on the Orioles at 1100. Orioles with the Braves.
It's very juicy. And we'll see how it ends and we'll see how it finishes. But final thing
man.
that we have for baseball is, well, quickly, I just want to say Little League World Series.
That statement blew my mind. Continue.
I just want to say Little League World Series. I don't know if you saw this, but you know how they had that game? Did you see the pencil bat?
No, there was a pencil bit.
Bryson Stott came up to bat, and his baseball bat was a number 2 pencil.
That's beautiful. That's straight out of the video game. I love that.
It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So I just had to shout that out. And then also, they announced the Little League World Series Classic game next year, and the Tigers are playing. So that's pretty cool. The fact that they have normally 2 bad teams in it, and they put the Yankees in it with us, it makes me think that baseball's looking at them in a different direction, which I really like. But the Tigers get a primetime game that's international. Well, not international, but they treat this game in terms of the international games, in terms of primetime ESPN. Monday
it's a
night.
nationally televised event.
Right, yeah. So good for Detroit. Love to see that down at Williamsport, and it should be good for the city. Final thing we have for baseball is the Royals have released renderings of their new proposed stadium of what this is going to look like. And it is going to be into effect, I believe, 2026 is when, 2027 is when it's supposed to be done. But the Royals have released the renderings for the stadium. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a insane ballpark. I'm not going to lie. If you ask me, I don't think Kansas City has a bad ballpark in general. But if you want to spend a lot of money in these reservations and then they want to do what most stadiums are doing that are getting new stadiums now and fuck with the city and bring out a whole different vibe and outlets and malls and stuff like that and restaurants. So this is cool for Kansas City. This is cool for, the baseball stadium. I think it's a sick park. So I'd love to see it. And the good thing is the stadium will only be maybe 3-4 hours away from us. So it's easy to visit. So you love to see that. It's not like Vegas where I got to make a whole trip.
I want to see a good team get a new stadium. I'm seeing a lot of ass teams get new stadiums.
Well, it's because ass teams are trying to get butts in seats, and they know you don't want to watch shitty baseball, so maybe you'll want to come to a new stadium that's like state of the art.
Yeah.
And I get it. Anyways, that's all the baseball that we have. So before we get into the football.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Read the screen.
Whoa.
Because you ain't done. I don't know how this is something that the baseball guy has no idea about, but the Chicago White Sox are threatening to leave Chicago and go to Nashville.
What?
You missed this? You missed this whole conversation?
You're in the group chat, right?
Nah.
You don't read it when you wake up?
I ain't see shit.
The Chicago White Sox are threatening to leave the city of Chicago and go to Nashville to be Nashville's baseball team because Chicago wants either a new stadium or they want money from the city to renovate their current stadium, and the city doesn't want to give that to them, so they're thinking about up and leaving, and they're currently threatening to leave.
I love that.
What do you guys think about
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
seeing this, yeah.
it's like when a player doesn't get his money, so he leaves the team, but the team is like, nah, we need money or to do something.
Can I be real with you? That team is in a worse spot than Oakland.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, you know so.
They're fighting fucking people. You got Tim Anderson getting knocked out and then going on Twitter and doing rants and then trying to apologize. And then you got Yasmani Gondral, who's getting fights with his goddamn teammates. And then today you have an interview with Eloy Jimenez, and they ask him, hey, have White Sox players, have you guys had conversations about stepping up as leaders or, somebody taking the reins?
No.
He goes, no, not really. We haven't really thought about a leader or anything like that. They are just such in a shithole right now. And it's like the difference between them and Oakland is even their fan base and even players like Brent Rooker, and you can see upside in. Bro, I see nothing with them. If Luis Robert gets traded, that organization is nothing right now. Nothing.
I also want to put it out there that the Nashville sound which is a minor league baseball team, is Chicago's minor league baseball team, and they are based in Nashville, and they have the #1 attendance record in minor league baseball.
That's huge. That's
So
actually very huge.
They're not the only city that has only minor league baseball as like the
No,
only
that's
sport.
huge, Tyler.
There's a
huge
couple places that do. So that's a big connection. But it also says that officially Nashville and Chicago, the White Sox, have not had official talks about this. It just makes the most sense based on their current minor league team already being down there and whatnot. And the fact that Nashville has grown over the last 15 years and has proven to be a sports city. But you could tell that when the Predators got good, it was bumping. And let's just face it, if you've been to Nashville, it's bumping on a regular day anyways.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great idea. So
I agree.
You know what, Chicago? Have the Cubs. Everyone can be a Cubby. Everyone can walk around being a Cubby. There's no more South Side
real,
White
bro.
Sox.
And nobody gives a fuck about the White Sox. Okay.
But to be clear,
the
whole thing is still like 6 years away. They still have 6 years on their current stadium lease.
Why you tease me?
Because that's why they're talking about it, because stadiums are so big and it's such a big like thing that around the 4 or 5 year mark remaining on your deal is when you either make a new deal or you realize you're not going to make a new deal and you got to start getting ready to go somewhere else. So like in 2025, they'd realize, okay, we're not going to be in Chicago anymore, but we still have 4 years on our lease. So we're going to be here for at least another 4 more years, but that gives us 4 years to build a new stadium in Nashville.
Sounds good. And with that, we move
Hopefully that's
into UFC recap of 292 with Snoop Luke. Bye-bye.
Well, already we had a banger of a UFC 92 card this past Saturday night. And to start it off, we have Marlon Vera taking a decision win against Pedro Munoz.
Cheeto.
Chito Vera.
Are we? I do want to ask, just because I know we don't normally talk about prelims, but are we going to talk about the Ultimate Fighter champions?
We can.
Okay, I just figured because that was a big deal, and we watched the whole season.
Well, Brad Katona, one of McGregor's teammates, has won the bantamweight division for the Ultimate Fighter against Cody Gibson.
And that was a fight of the night.
It was fight of the night. It was a dog of a fight.
Hell yeah.
Kurt Hollebrook, I don't know how to fully say that name.
Hollebach.
But Hollebach won us via submission in round 2 on Austin Hubbard.
Did not see that one coming. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Hubbard
in the lightweight division.
Thought Hubbard was gonna win, but I'm happy for Kurt.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Brad Katona being 2-time Ultimate Fighter champion?
He's just a stallion. Team McGregor produces stallions.
I mean, I'm excited to see what bro can do. That's a lot of momentum.
It is.
So
I expect him to do good. Well, anyways, let's get to fight number 2 on the main card. The bantamweight, another bantamweight fight. Mario Bautista took a decision win over Damon Blackshear.
I like his name, and every time he loses, damn it, Damon.
Damn, he's 14-6. You keep tuning in at the wrong time.
Every time I'm like, I'm gonna take Damon Blackshear. That's a hard name, and then he keeps losing.
Then for the third fight, the welterweight division, Ian Gary takes a decision win over Neil Magny. It was absolute utter domination on Ian Gary's side. There was no way.
24.
You just don't hear those nowadays, basically.
That's all you need to know if you want to know if it was domination. Ian got a 30-24.
No, there was multiple points where they would put the significant strikes up on the screen, and we were just like, "What?"
No, that was
Yeah.
the
Like
next
one,
fight,
how is
Tyler.
one? How is
No,
this
no,
guy
that was the
still
next
No, that
fight.
was
That
next
the
fight. Next
That's
fight.
the
That was
Oh,
the
okay,
co-main
okay,
event.
all right, okay.
The fight Ty's talking about is this.
I was
Is-
like, "What the fuck?"
Is the
the
woman
murder
straw?
of Amanda Lemos.
Yes, the woman strawweight belt was on the line. The champ Weili Zhang absolutely took that to heart and defended her belt in a 5-round decision against Amanda Lemos, where she utterly dominated. She
Okay,
set the
now
record
with no
for
questions
most
asked, just real
strikes in
quick.
women's UFC history.
No questions asked. Everybody give a little round of applause for the loser.
For the loser.
Yeah. Somehow she managed to not die in the ring. And that is why she gets a golf clap from me. Because
She did
I
good
think
for me.
she should have died at least 7 or 8 times. Does that sound about right?
Well, you know,
How
she
many
got
times it
knocked out
could have
7 or
been
8
over?
times. But at
Yeah.
the same
How
time,
many times Zhang could have done what O'Malley did but chose not to? About 7 or 8.
she also
Yeah.
got a 50. She also got a 50-43, which is just absolutely insane to see back-to-back and back-to-back fights. I've never seen a 50-43. I've never seen 2 50-43s, let alone in back-to-back fights. So that to me was just, that whole thing was insane. But at the same time, like Tyler said, every time they showed significant strikes, every single round, I mean, everyone's looking like, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean,
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Is she fighting someone without arms? Why is it so uneven?
anybody that had anything, let's say any doubts or any, Zhang's good at this, but I don't know about this, those all got put to rest. And I think that she did a very
Well,
good
no,
job.
anyone that thought
shutting
Lemus was
everyone
good
up.
at anyone that thought that Lemus was good at anything, that's all gone.
You can
She's
make
not
it
good
both
at
ways.
anything.
You can make it both ways.
Nah, because everyone knows what Weili's about, and she's an absolute fucking tank in the octagon.
She's
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
kill
love
you.
it.
The machine gun.
So then this is the part of the
Any-
night where things get a little sketchy because Luke is notorious for losing on one fight, only one fight. And notoriously, it is the last fight. And
That
going
was
into
only
this
in
last fight,
2022.
we may or may
That's
not have
true.
had
He hasn't
4
done it
out of
this
the
year.
5. We had 4 out of 5. We were sitting on Sean O'Malley for the finisher of this parlay because Zhang couldn't get a knockout. So one parlay was out the window. There goes 12 grand. But hey, anyways, we're sitting pretty. 4 out of 5. Sean O'Malley comes out. And what do we get, boys?
A TKO with a
You damn
beautiful
fucking
right
right you
hand to
did.
set it up. O'Malley, I said it from the beginning. You're getting yourself a fucking belt, and you did it. You're a dog. You deserve this moment, and you won me money.
Yes. Let's think about how important that last
been
part is.
waiting
And by
for
the
somebody
way,
to knock this motherfucker Sterling out.
and
Put
it's
him
Sugar
unconscious.
Sean O'Malley, baby.
Make him look up at the stars and regret everything that he's ever done in his life. And thank you, Sugar Sean, for being that man. We love you.
So does Sterling get a rematch now?
He wants an immediate rematch, but it's looking
course
like
he
it's going
does.
to be either Marab or Triple C that's in contention because
Well, I know
No,
that
it's
that
going to be Cheeto Vera.
Yeah, that's who Sean wants it to be too.
that's also true. Cheetos.
I saw when he was
gonna have
talking
there.
on
I don't know
the
what
Nelk
Dana's gonna
podcast.
do. Dana's got a couple people there. He's got a couple decisions to make. It'll be very interesting. But I do want to say this.
Well, if
UFC
Cheeto wins his next
UFC
fight, I think he's gonna get it.
has been cooking this year. Card after card after card. I want to see these 3 cards in a row where I literally been like, this has been card of the year. And then the next one happened, and I said the same thing. And the next one happened, and I said the same thing. So, love to see what UFC's doing, and I love to see that they're cooking.
How are you gonna make your decision at the end of this year when you try to figure out what the best card was?
I don't know, but as long as me and Luke don't have to deal with a bunch of judge bullshit, I think that we would much rather be dealing with this decision.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to pick one as the worst one.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
That's gonna be hard.
But anyways, the teasing has been teased. Let's get into football, baby.
Let's get into football. Yes, please. Give me all of it, and
All right.
put it in my face.
I didn't know if you were gonna hit me with a video or something. That's why.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna hit you with something.
What's going on, guys? Tycho here, taking a quick break in the action to tell you about sixpackcoverage.com. You can go on there and check out all your favorite sports, finance, food and travel, fitness, and entertainment podcasts. They've got it all on there, as well as content from all of your favorite colleges, with more on the way and more added every day. So make sure you check that out, as well as the merchandise tab. Be sure to get all of your six-pack coverage gear at the merch tab there with the hats, flags, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check it out today, sixpackcoverage.com.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharp securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
All right, people. So this Saturday, college football is officially back, which means football is officially back, which means for the third straight year, the boys are going to give you their futures, their predictions for the NFL divisions. And also this year, we're going to do the college division. So get ready. Starting off with the NFL AFC North. Now, obviously, the betting favorites are the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 150. All these odds are FanDuel, by the way. That's how we roll. Plus 150 is the Cincinnati Bengals as the favorite. Behind them is Baltimore at plus 210, and then Cleveland at plus 400. I think we all know where Jesse's going to lie, so I think that's where we should start.
Well, with the Bucks to the offense, with the Bucks to the defense, in shocking fashion, Jesse reveals that he thinks Baltimore wins 13 and Cincinnati wins 12.
Wait, what?
What?
My boys, I don't think we
Where
win
the
this year.
fuck does Baltimore find
fuck?
13 wins?
I know, it's crazy. New OC. This is one of those wild prediction hot takes Jesse's got.
Okay.
Hot offense,
Wow.
new OC, running the books. Yeah, I said
Okay.
it.
Even
Can I
Lucius
just-
was like, the
I
fuck?
just need to see something. Guys, raise your hand if you're going to pick the Bengals to win that division.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Utterly shocked, Jesse.
I mean, hey,
I thought
Jesse
about
got
it.
the money,
Utterly
pick.
shocked.
Jesse's all about that value. And you know what? I understand. Plus 210, he wants to get a little value.
That's why
So-
our $100 parlay to start the year never hits. It's all about that value.
Oh, you think I start week one? We're doing no wins this year. It's all bullshit spreads. It's all shitty spreads. We're throwing 150 on it, bunch of plus 10s. We're gonna make out with smooth sailings.
All right. So
All right.
we all have Natty, and Jesse has Baltimore.
Chiefs minus 20.5.
Next is
Gotcha.
the AFC South. We have the betting favorites, the Jacksonville Jaguars at minus 155. And then we have Tennessee at plus 310. And those are pretty much the only two that really we need to talk about when it comes to this division. I will start as the Titan guy. We are not
Are you
winning.
going to not take your team too? Okay. All
We're
right.
not winning the division. I think we're going to – hey, look, I think the Titans are in a state where they don't think they need to rebuild, but I think they need to rebuild, and we'll win like 8 games. We'll be like mediocre, middle of the line. And Jacksonville, they'll
We
win
saw
12.
what happens with that Dylan in Detroit. You
I
got to
don't-
just embrace your rebuild, and
I
they're not
know.
going
That's
to,
what
and
I-
it's just
that's why
gonna
we got
everything's gonna
D-Hop. I
fall
was like-
apart.
That's why we got D-Hop. I was like, what are we doing? I thought we were rebuilding.
It's gonna crumble.
But-
It's
so
gonna crumble.
I don't have them, and obviously I have Jacksonville as the betting favorite winning the division.
Yeah, I hate to be the guy that picks favorites, but Jacksonville is winning this division.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be very close either. So,
They barely won it last year, so
no, this year they'll win it by like 4 or 5 games.
that's what I'm saying. This will be a convincing
Yeah.
win, I think. Luke, are you on that pick, or you got a different take?
I'm on Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard not to take Jacksonville in this division.
Give me Houston Texans.
Now this one, I have a strong feeling everybody is not going to be
Dude,
on.
someone put time out. Someone put a fucking Super Bowl bet on the Texans.
That is insane.
All right, you
Like
know what?
five
That
like
convinced
$5,000
me.
or some shit.
That
Just
convinced
because?
me. Texans are winning the AFC South.
Are you telling me they did, or you're telling me too?
The odds for them to win the South are plus 1,000.
Smash it.
So, but anyways, AFC East, I have a strong feeling we are not going to be on the same page here. So we have the betting favorites, Buffalo Bills plus 120. Then we have the New York Jets at plus 250, and then Miami at plus 290.
I would like to say, with a healthy Tua all season, give me Miami. If he
said Bills, Jets, Miami.
And then the fourth team at plus 800 all the way down is the Patriots.
Give me Miami.
But Tua misses 2 games. Bills.
Fuck, this is gonna piss me right off, but give me New York.
I respect that.
It's gonna piss me
don't.
off, but
I don't go Fins.
Would you like
Give
to
me
put
the
a win
Jets.
amount on that? A range?
me?
Yeah.
Would you like over under on wins?
I don't.
Yeah, like, what do you think they're going to have?
Oh, dude, I think it's gonna be like a game or two. They're competing with Buffalo, and if Miami doesn't fall off the wagon or get his head knocked off, like they have a good chance too. So, it's like a game. or
Yeah, I
two
hate to
difference.
keep I hate to keep picking favorites, but I'm not taking Rodgers on his new team, and if Tua plays in a windy game,
Yeah,
he's
but
fucked.
like
So,
the thing I've realized
Buffalo.
over time is that Aaron Rodgers is going to New York just to be a game manager. He's gonna go do what Stafford did in LA, and it's gonna piss me the fuck off.
No,
but
Tyler,
And it's
I
not
see it
gonna
coming
work
down
out.
I see
Gonna
it, and I
work.
think we both are in the same boat where we see it being week 15, and they're in a 1-game differential, like fighting for it. Yeah, so I think we're both in that same.
Or like
boat.
they both like they're tied or some shit. And they have to
Right,
play each
yeah.
other. Yeah.
Okay.
No, because
but I'm
Miami's
taking
going to
Buffalo
blow them out of the
you're taking
water.
Jets. Got it. All right, that is the NFC divisions, and then with the NFC divisions, my bad.
How do you
That
go
was
through the
A-
NFC without
AFC.
naming our division
Jesus
first?
Christ,
Hello.
Jesus
That was the
Those are the
AFC.
AFC divisions. So with those AFC divisions, let's get to the final AFC division, and obviously, it's the one with Patty
Chiefs.
Mahomes. Minus 180 Chiefs, and then you have the Chargers plus 300, Denver plus 600, and the Raiders plus 1,700.
Until Patrick Mahomes gets
Chiefs.
injured, Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh my God.
stop it, Luke.
How to
Lock it.
go over on your picks?
And then with that, what I was going to say is, who do you guys have winning the AFC? Obviously, the betting favorites, we have the Chiefs plus 350, then the Bills plus 450, then Cincinnati plus 550, then Baltimore plus 900, then the Jets plus 1,000. Those are your top 5.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
The
Cincinnati's
Miami
going back to the
Fins.
bowl.
Miami Fins are getting themselves a ring this year.
I don't know where Jesse is, but I don't think he's going to say Baltimore. So
He's going to say
that
Miami.
would just make me even more confused. All right, I'm not taking the
Lock
Chiefs.
Jesse in for Miami. Let's go.
Damn it. Give me Buffalo. Fuck.
Jesse, who's winning the AFC?
Jesse,
Who's
AFC.
going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, who's going to the Super Bowl?
Who's winning
For the
AFC?
I'm on
Ooh.
Cincy. Luke's on Miami. Dylan has Buffalo.
Oh God. I wish somebody would have said 2 teams so I could cheat the system.
It's the Chiefs
Uh-huh.
plus 350, Buffalo plus 450, Bengals plus 550, Ravens plus 900, Jets plus 1,000. Those are your top 5.
Stick your fins
Okay.
up. Come on, Jesse.
Okay. Listen, this is how I feel. I feel like
You're going to say something stupid.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, he is.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I feel like Cincinnati, but if somehow Cincinnati does not play the Chiefs and someone else has to knock off the Chiefs, we're just going to have a repeat of last year for decades.
Tua's taking them down. Don't worry.
It's not that guy.
Yeah, we can't have that though. Can't have that.
Of that. All right, let's
All
get
right.
into the NFC. Starting off with the Detroit Lions. Betting favorites at plus 145 for the first time in me lifetime. Then we have the Minnesota Vikings at plus 260 and the Packers at plus 350. But if I'm being honest, I think the bigger contention to Detroit is going to be the Packers than the Vikings. But still, with all that being said,
I disagree
there's no
heavily.
way in hell I'm not taking the Detroit Lions to win this division. We are winning the division. We are winning a home playoff game. Everybody else can fuck off.
I'm going to get hated.
You're a bitch. Without you even saying anything, you're a bitch. Just want you to know that.
I think it might be Chicago.
I knew it.
Wow.
I think
Chi-town?
Chicago's going to be. I think Chicago's going to be the biggest competition for this division with the Lions.
I back that up, but I don't think they're winning the division. I got Lions winning the division, but I got Lions. The Bears are going to lose more games, but they're going to overall. But I think they'll be second in the division.
So this is really depending on if we figure it out, or not we, but the Bears figure it out on offense, and Fields can actually work with his receivers.
So Luke has the Bears winning the division. Wow. Okay.
Are you feeling like an Eagles Jalen Hurts kind of situation when they got AJ Brown?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, DJ Moore played one preseason game, had one preseason catch for an 80-yard
I forgot
touchdown."
he didn't
Okay.
play the previous seasons of football before.
Hey, look, he finally has a good quarterback. Well, you know, good for him. They still don't have a fucking defense, and we're gonna shred them. So, Lions are winning the division. Bears. Honestly, I hope Jordan Love torches the fucking Bears too. Fuck the Bears.
If it's not Chicago, it's the Lions.
Honestly, as a Detroiter, I don't know how you could take anything Chicago, but that's beside the point. I just have a
Because I'd be
disdain for
going back
that
on my
sports
word,
city.
at the end of last season, saying that Fields is going to have a breakout season this year.
He can have a breakout season and still finish in second in the division. I'm okay with that.
All right. So, Ty's got the Lions. Luke's got the Bears. Let's move on. Next is the NFC South. The clusterfuck of the division that this is. So, we have the betting favorites, the New Orleans Saints at plus 130. Then we got the Falcons at plus 210. The Panthers at plus 360. And all the way down here, we got Tampa Bay at plus 750.
I'm taking the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to make
Desmond
some
Ritter
noise.
do his thing.
Desmond Ritter with Pitts and Bijan and Cordell, bro.
Don't forget about that wide. Don't forget about the
Right.
wide receiver, Drake London.
And Drake London. Yep, I couldn't remember. I knew he was one of the newer rookie guys. Not rookie, but a couple years in. But bro, don't sleep on Atlanta's offense this year.
Look, I am not going to sleep in Atlanta. Look, Arthur Smith is a god to me. I love that man with everything in me.
God.
He's a god to me.
Wow.
But I'm actually going to take the Saints with Derek Carr, with Alvin Kamara, with Michael Thomas, with Jamal Williams.
Michael Thomas.
Look,
Michael Thomas will play the first 3 games that
I
Alvin
feel
Kamara
like
is missing, and then he'll be out for the year.
I feel like they only need to win 9 or 10 games to win this division, and I can see them doing that with the roster.
True.
No, it's very true.
We saw
That's how it worked in that division last year.
But I feel like
similar.
this is what I feel like. I feel like Atlanta is going to make that push to where they might end up getting 10. We saw how many close games they had last year. We saw how they did.
They might get 10.
They are capable of that offense now being able to take that step forward and maybe have some Minnesota love.
Right.
So
But
I think
I got it. That's why I got Atlanta.
Tampa Bay isn't.
I think it might take 10. That's all I'm saying.
Right. So you would be agreeing with me.
Oh, win
Yeah.
this, Saints.
Okay.
Come marching in.
Yeah, take the Saints.
Give me the Saints to win the division.
There's no way to make that ending sound good.
I know. I realized it was I had to try and fit.
You would've just
division
had to
in there.
say
I'm like,
div.
Shit.
What are the odds on Tampa?
What?
What are the odds on Tampa?
Plus 750.
Yeah.
NFC East. Cowboys plus 175, Eagles minus 115. Cowboys are going to choke. Give me the Eagles win the division.
You're not going to include Sam Howell-led Washington?
No, I'm not going to include the plus 1,300 fucking Washington Commanders. No, I'm not. Or the plus 800 Giants.
You know what?
Defense, tough.
Why? They exist too.
Quarterback, tough.
Unless you guys are
Well,
giving me a crazy hot take and you have them winning the division, then let's hear it.
Give me the Giants
There's no
because
way
I can't put it on myself to pick a Philadelphia team because shout out Travis, fuck you and your Philadelphia teams. I'm taking the Giants out of spite.
Eagles
Barkley.
for a reason.
Barkley's going to be the face of the franchise.
Jesse, Tyler.
Like I said, I can't see the Eagles losing this division. I just can't. I don't think they could. The Cowboys could. No, Eagles.
No, don't do that to yourself.
Eagles. I stopped myself.
Don't even do that to
I
yourself.
just have to think about it for a sec. Like maybe. No, it's not their year. Not their year.
So I've said Cowboys in my head like 15 times, but I can't bring myself to like actually make that my pick. And I despise Philadelphia. So it's tough, but yeah, Philly's gonna win their division.
All
right. Final division.
I like being right more than I dislike Philly. So
And I respect that. I do. NFC West, final division we have here. We got the betting favorites, the 49ers at minus 165. Then we have Seattle at plus 200, the Rams at plus 1,000, and the Cardinals with the craziest odds I've seen for any division. They're at plus 2,700.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's the worst one in anyone.
So
Okay, well, I'm Rams guy here. Hi, Rams guy. So we're not gonna do very good. So hopefully, what I'm hoping here is ideal situation. Lions run into some wide receiver injury trouble. We go, oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, the Rams have only won 4 fucking games. Oh, we're almost at the trade deadline. Oh my God, we just got Cooper Kupp. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, so the Lions are going to trade for Cooper Kupp from the Rams because they're so fucking horrible and we don't have any wide receiver depth and Cooper Kupp wants to win a bowl. So he's going to go to the Lions because they give him the best opportunity and he's going to love the way Ben Johnson's cooking up. So give me the Rams to lose that division by a shit ton and Cooper Kupp to get traded. And give me the 49ers to win the division because, for fuck's sake, Dylan could play quarterback.
it's not wrong.
I really wish I could not take the 49ers.
Okay,
How are
then
you
don't.
gonna
I'll
not
take
the
Seattle.
49ers?
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm rooting for
That's
Purdy,
the only other team you could take.
but like, I don't think Seattle can get it done. It's going to be the 49ers. That team's just too complete.
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks to win the division.
Go you.
If the boys stay healthy and Gino
40.
and the K9 can K9 and they just picked up Jackson Smith and Ajigba with their fucking Madden wide receiver core and their defense stays healthy, give me Seattle.
And shout out Jalen Hall.
And shout out Jalen Hall.
40 fucking Niners, baby. Brock Purdy's taking that QB1 spot. He's going to get him further because he's going to have a fully healthy arm. And if it's not the Dolphins going to the Bowl or winning the Bowl, it's going to be the Niners.
All right. Now let's get into the NFC favorites. Top 5 once again. We have the Eagles plus 330 favorites, then the 49ers plus 400, then the Cowboys plus 600, then the Lions plus 800, then the Vikings plus 1,200. So really you have the top 4 there.
All I heard you say was Lions.
So really you're looking at the Lions, the 49ers, and the Eagles as your 3.
All right, here's the way I see it. From now until things blow up in our face, the Lions are a good team with high hopes. So from now until Dan Campbell is not the coach or Brad Holmes is not the GM, I have Super Bowl aspirations and I'm going for it every single fucking year.
Man, you know what?
Lions
that
to win the
too.
Super Bowl.
Can I let you know how I think it's gonna go?
Give me Detroit in the NFC. I'll take it.
When have I ever had this opportunity in my life to say that and actually have it be a possibility? Never.
I agree.
So here
I
it
agree.
is. And I'm going to ride it until the wheels fall off.
This is how I'm gonna give it. This. I just want to break it down how I feel like it's gonna go down because I've thought about this a lot. I think the Lions are gonna be 3rd. Cowboys are gonna be 6th. We're gonna play them in our house, beat them, move on, beat the defending NFC champs Eagles, beat the 49ers in the NFC championship, and somehow, some way, we dismantle them and beat the Chiefs to end the season how it began.
It would be very poetic, and I would. You know what? I love
It
that.
would be.
I'm happy. All right,
All right,
Luke.
Luke.
You
Tell
got
us
the
how
Bears
Miami's going to win the
NFC?
Super Bowl.
What?
You got Justin Fields winning the Super Bowl here too.
No, Tua is going to win the Super Bowl.
No.
Well,
Oh my bad. Who's winning the NFC, Luke?
Well, I mean, the 49ers.
Didn't he?
You're not wrong.
He just said they were going to win the Super Bowl.
All right,
If
well,
Dolph-
I mean,
if the
kinda with
Dolphins
that giving
don't.
it away.
Therefore, they
final
have to
bet
win the
for
NFC.
NFL is the Super Bowl bet. So Super Bowl favorites, obviously we have the Chiefs, then the Eagles, then the
Yeah, the
Bills,
Lions,
the Niners,
period.
then the Bengals. Blah blah blah. Okay,
Close that book.
book's closed. Tyler has the Lions. Luke has the Dolphins, right?
Yep.
All right, Jesse, who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
repeat.
All right. Well, I want to make a statement right now, and I want this to be very clear. I'm doing this for one final year. Final year I'm doing it.
I wonder who he's picking, guys.
I will never ride an after.
I
But
wonder.
It's the final year, and I'm just going to do
The
it.
Bills.
I'm going to take Buffalo. Third year, and I'm done. This is the final year.
Look,
I
if the
actually
Lions
see
don't do
they
it,
can do it.
if the Lions don't do it, Dylan, I'll hop on that with you because
Okay, thank you.
because I rode it with you the last 2 years, and it'd be a shame to hop off that soon.
And then they do.
We've
And then they
seen
do, yeah.
this
So
before.
I'll take them as my non-homer team,
All right.
or my team that people won't laugh at if I say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Yeah.
The one I tell to people outdoors, but when I get with my friends, I'm like, it's Lions.
Right, like when I'm with my friends, I'm like, so the Lions win the Super Bowl, right? But then I go to the bar with people I don't know. It's like, yeah, so I probably got the Bills. Bills are pretty good.
I get that.
Lions, though.
All right.
Yeah, get home from the bar, plastered. The fucking Lions.
Yeah, that shit I said earlier. Fuck
Now-
yeah.
Dylan,
Let's get into the college football futures. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah.
Lord, this was a headache.
The
this is
man
some
that
shit
has
that I
been
don't know
studying
a
the
ton
game
about, so
for fucking months.
We got to
no
say
one knows as much as Dylan.
Let's start off with the Big 12. Now, the favorites for the Big 12 are the Texas Longhorns. Right behind them is Oklahoma at plus 350, and then Kansas State. Those are pretty much the three teams that everyone is going to be in contention with. I just want to let you know right now that offensively, nobody in this division compares on paper to Texas. QB,
Yeah.
wide receiver, running back, all around. So I am taking Texas.
I wish I could take the high road and not take the favorite, but I'm going to take the favorite, Texas.
I guess I might be taking Texas too.
Ty? Oh, shit. Ty's gone. All right. I guess we're going to move on here. Yeah, I'm going to give him a second to come back.
Just move
No.
on for right
Okay.
now.
Next team, next conference. Let's get into it. The ACC. And we have the favorites.
Oh, here he's back.
Is he coming in? He is back. All right, Tyler. Who do you have winning the Big 12?
Why I didn't catch myself. I cannot hear anything.
Okay. Over to the ACC. Let's go with Clemson at plus 145. Then we have Florida State at plus 150. Then we have Louisville at plus 1,000. I'm taking Florida State. Florida State has a new quarterback, a very good new quarterback. They also just picked up Coleman from Michigan State over at the wide receiver core for Florida State. And that defense has also bulked up with transfers as well. So, sorry, Clemson. I'm taking Florida State.
All right, where are we at?
All right, Ty, just real quick. We only did one.
Down.
Who you got winning the Big 12? That's the only division that you missed.
Give me the top three.
Kansas State, Oklahoma, Texas. We all took Texas.
That was reversed order, though, for favorites.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We all took Texas. Ty's got Oklahoma. With Dylan
Texas is
Gabriel.
going to fall apart because they didn't put Arch Manning in. The fans are going
They
to...
don't need Arch Manning with they have Quinn Ewers.
Bro, who the fuck cares? It's Texas.
What is Oklahoma going to do with Dylan Gabriel?
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck any of these people are.
Yeah, so don't even come at me with the names like you know. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
ACC. I took Florida State.
Spreadsheets.
Jesse, Luke, Tyler. Are you going to ride with the favorites of Clemson, or are you going to hop on the Florida State wagon with me?
You know, I was really thinking about Miami, Florida for no fucking reason.
I don't know shit about why I would be on Florida State.
We got Clemson. Florida State is currently it's Clemson at plus 145, then Florida State at plus 150. The only five back. They have a new quarterback. They went crazy on the transfer portal. Their defense is bulked up. And Keon Coleman, the star wide receiver from Michigan State, is now the star wide receiver for Florida State.
You got it. Maybe I'll throw in a tidbit.
Let me just think about this. Keon Coleman was not a star. We were just really bad. Melton also got a bunch of transfers, and we were still really bad. Also, a ton of schools got a ton of transfers. I'm going to stay with Clemson.
I'm going to stay with Clemson, too. I won't take Miami. Fuck
That
it.
defense just fell off. It's all in the draft.
That is true.
So it's going to be tough for them. But they do normally win a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised. Jesse?
Oh, I said you sold me on Florida. I'm going to do my that's the answer I give right now. But next week, people, I might just hit you with I did my own research, and I've changed my mind.
Well, do the research on Florida State, and it might help you because they're a good team.
I'll either defend me or I'll succumb to the I was wrong.
Okay.
I just saw similarities in what he said about Florida State in the same things that Michigan State also did. And
yeah, but I know Michigan State's winning 2 games. This is a different story.
oh yeah, but Coleman, star wide receiver. He wasn't great.
All right, moving on over to the ACC. We have Tulane as the betting favorites at plus 210, and then we have SMU at plus 300 and UTSA at plus 400. I'm going to make it very easy with you. There's one team that's the best, and they're the best by the mile, and I don't expect you guys to know anybody else. But that's Tulane. Tulane has the best quarterback in this division. He's coming back for his 3rd year. He won the ACC Player of the Year last year. So I expect Tulane to come in here and just dominate.
I feel like the division is won by the same people every decade for a decade, and then it might switch. So probably Tulane.
It's a good way to put it.
Fuck it. Give me East Carolina because I like their logo.
That's respect right there.
Luke's taking the Pirates at plus 3,000, and I respect it. Conference USA. We have maybe the repeating champs at Western Kentucky, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Yeah, that is their name. They are the favorites. And then at second, we have Liberty and then Middle Tennessee. I'm taking Western Kentucky here. It should be an easy dub.
Sure. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
What the fuck are these teams? Give me Sam Houston. I don't fucking know.
These are crazy.
All right, let's just skip over because I know you guys aren't going to care about the MAC or the Mountain West. So let's get into the Pac-12. We have USC at 195, Oregon State at plus 310, and then we have Oregon at
Fire up chips.
310.
I don't know why you skipped the MAC.
Because you were giving me shit about not knowing or caring about
That's Western fucking Kentucky and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what you want
Central
from me,
Michigan is
Tyler.
2 hours
I don't know
from here.
what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. When I say these things, you shit on this. When I skip this, you can get mad at skipping this. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Michigan is
the MAC is like here.
All right, then we're going back. MAC.
Thank you.
We have
East Carolina.
Toledo at plus 170, Ohio at plus 280, and Buffalo at plus 650 as the top teams. I'm taking Ohio. They just got a bunch of new transfers on offense, and not only was it a bunch of new transfers, it was a bunch of high-impact players that haven't been from the MAC that have came down to the MAC, which I think makes Ohio a lot better team than the rest of the teams. Also, I can't remember the name of their quarterback. He's black, he's fast, and he's 6'6", and he's a machine. He's like Derrick Henry type, and he's quarterback. But he's really good as well. I'm taking Ohio. Also, Tyler, if you want the odds for your chips, they're plus 1,800.
I have to see who you're talking about.
Look them up.
I don't need to look it up. I'm taking the chips.
Oh, okay. Jesse, Luke, who you guys got?
I'm pretty sure we don't even have a quarterback, but, like, I'm going to go for it.
Western Michigan.
I'm pretty sure you have some Asian guy. I'm not even lying.
Wait, I'm lying. I want.
Well, last year we had 2 quarterbacks that were actually running backs. So
Right.
let's see what happens.
I might go Western too.
Just because I felt like it. Yeah, I'm keeping it.
You're taking Western Michigan at plus 5,000.
Big bands.
Wait, which one is Central? The one that plays MSU?
Central,
Yeah.
Actually, nah. I'm picking Central. They're gonna be so motivated from being MSU. They're gonna win this all. They're gonna win this division.
I can see
Fire
that.
up, baby. Fire up.
Does everybody have Boise State repeating the Mountain West?
Sure.
Just,
They're being blue. It's such a good advantage for them.
unless there's any fun teams.
Well, it's going to be them or Fresno State, if I'm being honest.
Fresno.
Give me a Hawaii.
Hawaii.
What?
Hawaii at plus 1,500. Nope, my bad. That's 15,000. All right, let's have fun.
We're winning
Pac-
big. We're winning big this year,
Pac-12.
boys.
USC plus 195, then Oregon State at plus 310, and then the Oregon Ducks at plus 310 as well. USC is obviously the favorite with the Heisman favorite, Caleb Williams.
Who the
But you
Ducks?
know what? He's not winning the Heisman this year. There's a new man in town, and his name is Bo Nix, and he's winning the Heisman. Give me Oregon Ducks to win it all. I rode you last year, Ty, with USC. I'm hopping over to Luke's side. I'm taking Oregon.
The problem is I'm tied between ASU and Oregon.
Luke, I fucking hopped for you. I
Wow.
hopped for you.
Wow, this is crazy.
The Sun Devils,
You're
man.
hot.
Come on. How could
No.
you doubt them?
Are we just gonna let Dylan say that Bo Nix is gonna win the fucking Heisman? As if he has any actual chance at winning the Heisman?
Do you know what's crazy? If you
You know
go to
that when
Heisman
you
odds,
did you
go to
know
Heisman
play
odds.
football?
If
You have to
go
go play road games.
Heisman odds.
You have to
Nix
play
is
road
betting
games, Dylan. You know what he can't do? Play road games.
Bo Nix is your betting favorite for Heisman right now. Caleb Williams is third.
Caleb Williams is about to run it back to back. And even if he
Not
doesn't,
if
he'd already got his Heisman.
the Sun Devils are going to have something to say about
No, they're
that.
not, Luke. Shut up.
Devils.
Give me Arizona State University. Go Sun Devils.
Just a
Lock
joke
it.
to him.
When they
It's
were
a- it's just a
relevant,
goddamn
because
joke
the
to him.
coach
is
was in
what
a
it is.
scandal, Luke.
It's all just a joke.
Give me Sun
That's
Devils.
the last time they were relevant is when they finally got a good coach and then they
He's
had a
just
huge
fucking
scandal.
around. He's not taking it serious.
Hey, man. I went to a game. I seen them play football once.
No,
Go
you
Sun
didn't.
Devils.
You
Yes,
didn't.
I did when I was living in Arizona.
That's like saying
You
you
were-
played travel.
you
That's
were
like
probably-
saying you
You
played
went-
juniors once, and that doesn't mean your team was good.
What?
It's true.
Thank you.
So what? I went to a game. I seen them. They're winning it all this year.
Tyler, you saw Luke play a juniors game before, didn't you, once?
What does that have to do with going to watch a football game?
You're saying you've seen them play once. That
I've
doesn't
seen
justify
plenty
the
of-
fact that they're ass.
What does Luke playing Juju have to do with this?
Because
This has
they're
nothing
ass.
to.
I'm making a statement that if you see a team play once, it doesn't make them a good team.
Well, I saw his team play once and they got destroyed, so I didn't think that they were a horrible team because
Luke,
they got.
did they win that game that you saw them play?
Yeah, they smoked the team.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hell.
Go Sun Devils, baby. Let's ride.
Jesse, who do you have?
A true Bronco fan.
Before we get into the SEC and then the Big Ten, who do you have?
Before Dylan loses, I'm just saying it.
I said Ducks before you said Ducks.
Beautiful. SEC, Georgia, Bama, LSU. Let's hear it.
Gamecocks.
LSU.
I'm taking LSU.
Georgia.
Gamecocks.
Georgia.
South Carolina.
I love how he names the one team Dylan refuses to say.
Because it's that. Because their odds are at. Let me hold up. Then we have Texas A&M plus 1,400.
Actually,
Tennessee
fucking give me
plus
Texas A&M.
1,400. Ole Miss at plus
You forgot
4,500. Then Florida.
I
then
did.
Auburn. Then
was like, wait a second.
Kentucky, then Arkansas. Then Mississippi State. Then South Carolina. You want to know why? Because Spencer Rattler sucks.
That's what you think. You saw how they got.
Go Aggies! Give me Texas A&M.
Give
It's
me
all a joke to Luke.
Gamecocks.
Everything he says going through one ear, not the other for me.
It's not. I'm sticking my ground. I'm staying true to myself.
If I wouldn't have said
Give
Texas A&M,
me
you wouldn't have
Aggies.
taken them.
Yeah, because I forgot they're in the division. I was waiting to hear their
Because
name.
their odds are so far back that they're not winning it.
That just means more money to win
Gamecocks.
when they win.
It's
Aggies.
Gamecocks.
Aggies.
Still talking about this.
Let's go Aggies.
30
Yeah.
seconds of conversation, Jesse's just Gamecocks.
Johnny Manziel, baby. Let's go
I've been
Aggies.
trying to get some words out of Dylan, but he will not pay my Gamecocks any respect. All I got is Spencer Rattler's trash.
Which he is.
Nice.
Garbage. Absolutely garbage. All right, final division. Let's get into it. Big Ten. We have the favorites. Michigan,
All right,
and
go
we
ahead.
have Ohio State.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go blue, baby.
He could have had anything. He pulls out two coasters.
Yeah.
Give me Ohio
That's the
State.
three-peat, the Big Ten, baby.
I was going to say it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not. They have no quarterback, so I'm gonna take Michigan.
Are you
Michigan.
Oh, you didn't say it. That means only one person.
Wait, no, I forgot. Give me Penn State.
I was going to on it.
You thought my picks were stupid.
Give me Penn State. No,
Oh,
if you
no,
have
I was-
seen what they're doing this year, they have the best running back in the right behind Blake Corum.
See, Ohio State was not even what I was going to say.
Penn
I
State.
was
Right?
wondering if anyone was going to say Penn State.
Yeah, they have. I completely forgot all that they've done this year.
Penn
And
State
their
is-
quarterback. Yeah.
It's some transactions for sure.
Penn
Don't
State
you
is
forget about
definitely
Donovan
it.
Edwards now too.
I know,
Mm.
but we need all four keys to be working for Michigan to be good.
Mm.
Thank you for saying that, Tyler, because you triggered that back into my head.
I don't know. I'm between Penn State and Michigan.
I'm taking
It's
Penn
gonna be Ohio State and Michigan in the title game, and then Michigan's gonna win.
What happens when Michigan loses? I'm gonna take Penn State.
What happens when Michigan wins the Natty? They get a ring.
Yeah, well, you had the last 2 years to do that.
Yeah, you already had that window. Michigan closed.
All I've seen you guys do is
Did you say Michigan's windows closed when they got like 80% of their starters back?
Luke, you guys are gonna
Get
choke.
out of here.
You guys are gonna choke.
We have the
again.
most
You guys
experienced
are gonna choke
QB.
again. You guys are gonna choke again.
There's a reason
that could be interesting.
McCarthy is rated #1 right now. Because everyone else has a fresh new quarterback.
Is he he's not the number one ranked quarterback in college football.
No, he's not. He's actually the number 3rd ranked. The number 1 is your boy right now. Hi,
My boy,
Caleb Williams.
he's number one. All right, bet.
Yeah. But Luke does have a valiant point where he is the number one quarterback in the Big Ten, and it's like no one else even in the top 10. So
that makes sense. No one else has the same quarterback they had last year.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off when Cade McNamara has better numbers at Iowa. And
There's no way, dude. Iowa doesn't know how to run offense. They just put the defense back out there and say,
I know. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. All right, final thing, and then we can get out of here. Who you guys got winning the Natty?
Go ahead, Luke.
Go blue, baby! Michigan's win the Natty this year.
Give me LSU.
I have the only right answer. LSU. Whoever comes out of that division.
Give me LSU. Give me
I have
LSU.
LSU coming out of that. Oh, by the way, if Georgia makes it, Georgia. Like if LSU ends up not,
Jesse, you're muted.
you see, whoever wins the SEC.
Oh man, I can't even say it again. I was muted, but I said Gamecocks. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Thank God you were muted. I was gonna rip your ass, bro.
That was the first words that came out of my mouth. So be happy I was muted.
I was gonna pull up Spencer Rattler's Oklahoma stats if you did. I swear to God, I was.
We don't care about Oklahoma. We care about the last 5 games of last season. That's it. Don't look at anything else.
Okay.
Just look at that.
Okay.
They don't want 5 games of last season.
I made it very minimal, very small area for you to look at. Just look at that. Then come back to the table. But,
Who do you have winning the Natty?
Nigga, if you shut the hell up and let me finish fucking talking, I would have spat it out right then and there.
You're on a ramble right now.
Yeah, maybe if you would have given him some time, he would have said
Shut up.
Gamecocks even louder.
Shut up, Dylan. Jesus. Anybody listening, turn your mic off. This is for Dylan. But, yeah, whoever comes out of the SEC is really going to win this, honestly. Whoever's the number 1 team out of there, they're winning it. So I'm going to go.
Well, thanks for watching Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. We'll see you next
You knew what was coming out of my mouth.
If Michigan doesn't win, it's Texas A&M or ASU, baby. Let's go.
Oh
Go
my
Aggies, Sun Devils, and Wolverines.
We appreciate you guys watching the podcast. Head over to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast on YouTube and head over to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast on Twitch. Who's winning the national championship this year, Jesse?
Gamecocks.
Head over to Six Pack Coverage if you want any of your podcasts. Head over to the fucking Sharp betting app. Jesse's got me all fucked up right now. If you want any of your betting action for preseason football, college football that's coming back this Saturday, or MLB, and you want to catch the boys, hopefully, Ty, when are we going to hit them? This Saturday or next Wednesday?
Oh, next Wednesday.
All right, next Wednesday is when you will see all next 4 of the boys.
Wednesday.
Have a fucking great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Enjoy some football being back. I'm McNilly. We're the boys.